Well, hello again. It's Tim again. George, you make a shitty pillow. Your pillow's not supposed to get up and move, but um, yeah, but the struggle's real. Again, I get my fucking teeth and deal with it. Um, but George, are you done? Does Daddy taste good? Quit? No molesting Daddy. Cut it out. Jesus, fucking dog. Hi. Yes, I love you. Say hi. Say hi. All right. Well, anyway, if you want raw, you got raw, I guess. I'm just authentically me. Forgive my wall spot. I got to repaint this fucking wall from the dog and everything else jumping up on it. So, whatever. I live in a trailer. I'm happy to have it. I'm blessed to have it. I don't even own it. I rent it, but it's cheap. It keeps me warm in the winter, dry when it's wet, cool in the summer. So, whatever. It's a blessing from God because there's been times when I've had to sleep out in the fucking dirt. But, again, I really don't want to be doing this. If you don't like the way I look, tough fucking shit, don't look at me. God loves me and loves the way I look. I have teeth. I just took them out. I've been wearing them since 3 o'clock this morning. My fucking gums hurt, so. If you ever stepped on a Lego, try leaving your teeth in for too long when they don't fit exactly right. It's like stepping on a Lego with your fucking gums, okay? Ain't fun. But anyway, I did a video a few days ago. This is Tim again, by the way. There's George. And I don't even know why I want to do another one because I fucking don't. But God has pushed me to, as I've said in my first video, share my story. And, I touched on a little bit of it. And for me to just sit down and tell the whole thing, it's just like, it's half of me wants to, the other half of me doesn't want to, because I don't want fucking pity. I don't want, oh, you poor thing, blah, blah, blah. No, yeah, it was shitty. I went through some shitty shit, yeah, and it took a lot out of me, and it fucking almost destroyed me. God carried me through that, and that's why this testimony is important. I mean, have I ascended to having, you know, a huge financial stand-in or a big friggin' following on any kind of social media or anything? Fuck no. I don't put myself out there like that. I'm not one of those that just, every now and then I'll make an appearance. And, you rarely ever see my face, unless it's like pictures. I'm a photographer. I used to say aspiring, but, I look at some of my shots and stuff, and I only take pictures with Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. It's got what I consider the best phone they ever. The best phone they ever put in a camera. The best camera they ever put on a phone. Yeah, the fucking struggle is real. This is the face of ADHD and autism. Ha ha ha. Yeah. You don't look autistic. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to look like? Oh goddamn. But back to thought. Oh shit. It's the fucking struggle's real. Yeah, you don't get real in this shit. Yeah, laugh it up, Buttercup. And that's God I'm talking to, and I talk to him that way. And I even tell him, shit, I'll come up there, kick you in the fucking dick when I get there. Guess what? I still get my blessings. I still get my protection from my angels and God Almighty Himself. No evil, no demon, no malice, nothing can fucking touch me. They see me coming, they fucking quake because they know I can fucking kill them. There ain't many people in the world that can kill demons. It's been foretold to me that I am one of those. But you know how to kill a demon? Ask God to forgive it. Ask it to forgive itself. And let it know it has a choice to be either good or evil, and see what happens. But anyway, I did want to tell more about my story and everything. Oh, I don't want to gratify myself. This isn't why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because God wants me to do this. And again, my version of God, you know. Well, the same fucking God, but, you know. Go with what works for you, because your relationship with the God, whatever God, Dookie, Loki, fucking Scotty, Stinky, Papa Smurf, whatever the fuck deity you want to give a name, whatever you want to name it, fucking Master fucking Chief, for all I give a fuck, you know. As long as it makes you not be a fucking dick or an evil piece of shit, then hey, roll with it, you know. Love your brothers and sisters as Jesus Christ loved everybody else. I use Jesus Christ because that's what makes me comfortable. This ain't to make you comfortable. It's to maybe impart some knowledge, some wisdom, maybe some hope. I don't have hope. I have knowledge, and that's a whole level that you only wish you could attain, and I wish you could attain it, and you know, maybe by hearing my story and you know, seeing full well, I'm just a regular man. I'm not a dude. I'm not a guy. I'm not a fuckboy. I'm a man. I was born male. Life made me a man. God made me a man. The things I overcame and the things I witnessed that I shouldn't have at very young, tender ages made me a man. Men not born, they're made. I wrote a song about it. I will figure if anyone's interested. Yes, I do use AI. I'm a singer-songwriter. I do not play an instrument. I am not a composer. So, you know, don't hate on that, because, you know, you can make out with AI too, and you can make some really beautiful shit, let me tell you. And my music is authentically me, and it's as, I don't even want to put a number percent on it. I mean, if it was, you know, between how much did the AI do and how much did I do, I did probably about 98.9% of that. Okay. Anytime I write a song, and I'm very diligent about that. It's all me, because I write from the soul. I sing from the soul. You know. I don't write for views, clicks, likes. I don't do anything for any of that shit. The only reason I do anything is, one, for the glory of God, and to thank Him for all He's done for me and all He's carried me through. And two, for myself. Because if I'm not taken care of, I can't do a goddamn thing for nobody else. I can't help nobody if my shit ain't together. You know? And that's my goal in life, is to do something to help the world, to leave a positive impact, to leave the world a little bit better than what I came into. You know? And if that's on an epic scale, great. You know, if that's how God used me. If it's not, and it's on an individual scale, that's great too. If I have helped one person in this world, then I think I've done all right. You know? And I learned a long time ago that true humility is, go help somebody, don't tell anybody about it. That's true humility. You know? And some could say, oh, well, filming this, doing this, telling people about it inspires other people to do it. That may be true, but who are you really going? If you really break it down, you get really fucking honest with yourself, because a lot of us human beings, this flesh, it'll fucking lie to you in a heartbeat. It'll get you thinking that you might be fucking God. Okay, you ain't. You're not. So get that right out of your fucking head. But anyway, and forgive my off-color language. It's how I talk. It's not meant to be disrespectful. I honestly believe it's part of my autism, because I've tried going a whole day without just like talking the way I talk, and it's literally, I get the freaking jitters, and I stammer, and I can't think straight, and it's like almost like a Tourette's kind of thing or something. I mean, not to that level, and I would never, you know, make any kind of joking, snarky shit about anything with Tourette's. Especially, I fucking love Balin Dupree. Balin, sweetheart, you're a fucking rock star. Don't ever let anybody freaking shit on you or make you feel like you're not enough. You are a fucking superhero. But anyway, I will get back on point. I know this is a little bit long, but you know, God has worked a lot in my life, and I've done a lot of work in my life with God, and I'm very well protected and everything. But I wanted to touch on the fact of one of the gifts that God's given me recently, and it's probably a gift that I've had I would imagine most of my life, if I really think back and think on it, is today, Monday showed up with a fucking vengeance. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, and I had to go. I was supposed to go pick up a couple people to, go out of state and do some work and everything. And I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. I'm a truck driver. I'm responsible for, I haul equipment, I haul asphalt, and I take what people leave me responsible for very, very serious. I don't fuck around like that, because to me that's a big honor. And even though I'm doing it for money, still it's at the end of the day, my integrity doesn't have a price. You can't afford God. God is the only entity in the world that can afford my integrity. And that's got a lot of, that's a one. If you want to put a number on, it's a one with infinite zeros. Okay, to even be in the ballpark of what it would take for me to give up my integrity willingly, if there was a price. That ain't happening. And I've had an alternator in there that has been not the greatest, and I've been babying. I had another alternator sitting right here. I just haven't had, like I told my boss, I either had the time or I had the money. But the money and the time at the same time to make me comfortable with spending that money just wasn't there. So, and he understood that, and that's another gift too, because I think the people I work for can see the change in me, because I'm still me, but I'm an ascended level, at an ascended level of me, an enlightened, version of myself, to where I speak with more authority. My throat chakra has opened up, and God has allowed me to speak on a level of His authority. And let me make this abundantly clear. I am not saying that I have the same authority as God. No, I don't. I'm not fucking delusional. I'm crazy, not fucking stupid, okay? But I have God-like authority with my voice, and how and when I speak, God is in my words. If that makes sense to me, okay? But so I didn't have to explain myself 500 times, and I didn't get berated or anything, or chaos didn't ensue, and that was great. That's that's a gift from God. And then to top it all off, okay, luckily I had the new alternator and all that, and I tried calling the mechanic here in town, a very good mechanic I've been to before, and couldn't get a hold of him. I was like, shit, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I was like, Lord, all right, help me with the solution. And it was just like mobile mechanics. And I found one, and I got one for a pretty good price. But in the midst of all that, I have a 2004 Jetta TDI turbo diesel, and it's got one of these friggin' keys. It's got it folds up, and you press a button, and the little blade key flips out, and you get the duplicate thing with the little cut in it and all that, and it's got like a little radio transmitter, whatever the hell is in there. And if that little tab pod that you stick in the ignition and turn breaks off from the key fob, guess what? You're fucked. Car will not run. I mean, it shuts down immediately. It's not like, okay, if I shut it off, it's going to die. No, it just dies. So I was not going to get on the road with George and friggin', who's around here somewhere. He's probably out there being terrorized by the cat. Yeah, and you heard that right. Being terrorized by the cat. But that fucking thing broke off. And normally, I'd have lost, anybody that knows me knows, I would have lost my shit at this point. I'd have been a fucking stock raving, fucking punching holes in walls, friggin', oh yeah. One day I had a fucking episode through my goddamn phone right through the kitchen window. I sure as fuck did. Window was closed, mind you. Yeah. God is helping me on that, and it's because I don't like that part of myself. I have a hellacious temper, but I rein it in. I'm bipolar type 1 too. It's like fucking boom I mean, Jekyll and Hyde, yeah, Jekyll and Hyde back the fuck up. And like, oh shit, fucking Tim just fucking about to have a moment. But God has been showing me through these instances and stuff that with His strength, I'm able to get through those, you know, moments that most people wouldn't think too much of. But for someone like me, I'd panic. But in like major panic situations, like I've been in situations where, you know, I was going across I-10 West, headed to Texas. This was back in like 1993, 94, and I was 19, and we were on I-10 West just outside of Texas, coming across fucking believe Mississippi, and this Camaro, this fucking IROC Z28 comes flying up behind us, and all of a sudden he starts fishtailing and ends up upside down. Well, no, not upside down. He had almost gone upside down. He did like a 360 and went down into this ditch, and freaking we had to fish him out and all that shit, and oh, I completely lost my fucking thought. That happens. But we had to fish the people out of the car and shit. And I don't even remember why I was going there with the I-10 West thing. But I'll get back on point. Yeah, and that's the ADHD again. But oh, in that situation, I was calm, cool, and collected. I knew what had to be done. I mean, they fell into the ditch, and it was deep. I mean, we just jumped, didn't worry about water moccasins and nothing. I just jumped out of the car and jumped in there, and but I stayed calm. But in a situation where I lose my keys and my wallet or something, oh my fucking God, you might as well think the world is going to come to a goddamn end. You know? But see, what God has done for me is allowed me to not get to that level and have that kind of calm in an extreme crisis for what I call like a mini crisis, whatever the hell you little cute name you want to give it. You gotta be cute, but and all that grace is carrying on into other things, and I know other people are seeing that grace, like my bosses and stuff. I got off the phone with them a little while ago, and it was a very short conversation, straight to the point of, okay, here's the situation, here's what I have for potential solutions, I'm going to solve this problem so we don't have to deal with it, you know, beyond here, and then it's done. And there was an agreement, and it was good to go. I didn't have to explain shit 6 friggin' times. I didn't have to feel like, you know, I was being, you know, not heard or something like that. And that comes through the power of God working through me and through my voice and how I react to things and everything. And honestly, it was a decent day. I guess had the rest of the week off because, you know, we're not doing anything, you know, Tuesday or Wednesday or whatnot. And it's really an amazing thing to know that I can rely on God, you know, and I've always done that, but there's always been that little glimmer of doubt. But since I did my forgivenesses and really dropped that yoke off of me, it's much easier to just roll with things and deal with things as they can. It's almost like I'm living the serenity prayer rather than just like saying it and stuff, because I've been through rehab, and you know I am a former addict, and you know I've been clean, I've relapsed, I've been to tens of thousands of meetings. It's been, you know, but I have the tool. I have tools. I use them. You know, that's all, and that's as far as I'll go into that on this. But it's just amazing. Like if you look, you know, because most people when they think about God and blessings and things like that, or whatever whatever your understanding, whatever your deity of understanding, if it's even a deity, you can. See, I'm losing my thought again. You know, you can get peace, and if you look for it and you listen, You hear the voice. And it's not the voice in your head and all that shit. No, it's not fucking, schizophrenia or any of that bullshit, Let's call it for what it is. It's, it's a spiritual guidance and knowledge of everything being okay and that your best interest is at heart. And it makes it so much easier because today was a fucking day. And I got through it without, I had one little episode when the key broke for the third goddamn time. And I closed my eyes and I stomped my fucking feet a couple of times like a freaking 5-year-old and just had like a mini meltdown. And then I took a breath, held my breath 20 seconds. It's like, okay, I have to get through this because, losing my shit is counterproductive right now. And, and I asked God, it's okay, let me calm down and we'll get through it. And we did. Key's still broken, but I've got some, I've got it handled. If God wakes me up in the morning, because I never assume. God always keeps his promises, but you don't ever fucking assume with God. Tonight could be my last. This could be the last time you see my beautiful face and see George taking a snooze. And if it is, then hey, so be it. I know where I'm going. I'm ready to go. Death isn't a punishment; it's a release. It is a gift. And I'll elaborate more on that at some other point. But for today, it's just amazing to have Oh, that's the thing too. It's blessings. People think that God's blessings are like, oh, I want a new truck, or I want my man to get out of jail. I want my bitch to get out of jail. Or, I want I want money, or I hope I don't get hit with this charge, or I hope I don't fucking fish out. I hope this is some good dope. Fucking, yeah, those are fucking valid prayers. I pray to myself. I hope this ain't bunk. I hope I get a fucking bell ringer in every hit. Kind of shit. But the blessings that I get now, like being able to get through today and handle today with grace and not losing my shit and not being stressed out. I'm not emotionally drained right now. I'm not physically drained right now. I'm not sitting here trying to calm myself down from being so pissed. I literally have wanted to cut my own fucking throat because I'm so pissed and I can't calm myself down and I just want to fucking, and I've done shit like that. I've thrown myself through walls, out fucking windows, punched out car fucking windows. Oh yeah, I've done some crazy fucking shit, And then I turn around and why the fuck did I do that? Because I couldn't control my emotions. I couldn't, I wasn't there yet, And if I'm being 100% honest, maybe I'm not completely there yet either. And maybe I'll never be completely there, That this journey is a journey, it doesn't end. Newsflash, people, it don't end, It's a walk that you have to constantly keep walking. It's a treadmill. It doesn't stop, But it's a good walk, and God will give you the energy to keep walking. He does me, and getting through a day like today with everything that could go wrong, friggin' just fucking, how they say Murphy's Law. Well, yeah, Murphy grabbed me by the fucking balls a long time ago, dug his goddamn nails in, and hasn't let go yet. But you know what? God keeps that motherfucker in check. And that's the grace of God, being able to get through a day like today and just be like, you know what? It was a day. And I'm not butthurt about it. And I'm okay with it. And that's only God. This flesh, this shit right here, look, that's the only thing I can see the pinch. This is some weak fucking shit. Yeah, I can take a fucking beating and all that, and I've done that. I love peace, but don't mistake my peace for not, don't think that I'm not very skilled at the art of war. I've been a victim my whole life. Well, what do you think? I can defend myself and others if I have to. But I can be at peace. I can have a day like today and get through it, and so can you, And when you have that knowledge in whatever you believe in, and that you're gonna get through it, and you're gonna be okay, and you don't start hyperventilating, and you don't start having that fucking mental toxicity, because I mean it can physically hurt sometimes. I mean if you talk to enough people that are similar to me, and have similar thought process, ADHD, ADD, neurodivergent, and anything like that. And anybody that has a brain that doesn't fire on all fucking 8 cylinders, yeah, they'll be able to tell you it can be physically painful, and it fucking sucks. But just getting through a day like today, unscathed, and I'll wrap it up, is a fucking miracle. It really is, and I only have God to thank for that. And that's a really good thing. And as I say, um, to anybody out there that feels like you're unloved, or that nobody cares about you, or that you're alone in the world, that you're not worthy of love, or there's something wrong with you, there's not. As long as I draw breath, just know that one person on this planet, no matter where I am, no matter when whatever distance, I don't care your color, your creed, race, religion, whatever the fuck you believe in. If you fucking want to fucking run around naked, smear yourself in green fucking jello, yelling, "I'm a goddamn Oscar Mayer wiener," and yes, I stole that from Demolition Man, great fucking movie line. But for real, I love you. As long as I draw breath, know that one human being in this world truly loves you. I don't have to know you to love you, because you're worthy of being loved, as all people are. And for those of you that have hate in your hearts, and about this, that, whatnot, and triggered about this, that, don't. It's easier to love. Fuck some hate. It believe what you want to believe in. Love who you want to love. Just don't hurt nobody. Don't fuck with kids, and don't hurt nobody. That's the probably the fucking secret to a happy life. We're all here with the same goal. Every human being on earth has two goals: to be loved and to be happy. That's it. If you really break everything in the world down to its core values, love and happiness, that is the goal of every single human being on the face of this earth. So just know, for you sitting there, not even being able to look up at my face or anything like that, because you just, you're not there yet, and you don't think you're worthy. You're worthy. I love you, and as long as I'm alive, you'll always have one human being in this world that truly cares about you, just because you're you, and because you do have value, and you are worthy of being loved. I ain't in love with you, but I love you.